Stop and start. Stop and start. Alright, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I feel chill. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm gonna have you introduce yourself, full name, and where you're from.
Well, my name is Silja, and I'm from Finland,
Okay.
and I mix Finnish and Thai.
Which is the most beautiful, interesting mix.
Thank you, girl.
It is. I don't know anybody from Finland, to be honest. And I feel like the mix is even like more rare. Do you get that a lot? Like, is it rare to you?
Yeah, usually every model who I met, they say like, you're the first Finnish person I met. Usually.
You're like first and last and best. No. And how did you kind of get started in your modeling journey? Like, how old were you? How did it go down?
I was 19, so that was like 6 years ago. And I was in holiday in Thailand, and I was like, I really want to try modeling, because that time there it was like a big thing, and they really was looking like a mixed Asian look. So I went to the one agency that I really wanted to sign with, and I was waiting in the lobby, and there was some photographer, and he was like, I want that girl. And I didn't really talk yet with the boss, and he was like, okay.
Oh, so this was a photographer.
Yeah, who was like, I want that girl. And then the boss was like,
He's like, well,
okay.
well, in that case, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and everything started
Was
from
that
that.
like a boost?
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
bit, like you're like.
Yeah, then I
or-
started to get more excited about it. I'm like, okay.
Or like reassurance, like, okay, I'm in the right spot. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. What did your mom think? Was she down?
Yeah, she was like 100% supporting this thing. So it was okay. And my dad was first like, you know, this is not like work until he heard what can be the budget for the jobs if I got. So he was then after that like super.
Started to come around a little
Yeah.
Okay.
And really till now like really supporting me.
bit. Really?
All this, yeah.
That's so sweet. Like, did you feel like you had other dreams before modeling? Like, what were you thinking before you were gonna do that? Like,
That was my main.
you said he didn't consider that as like a career. So was there something that they wanted you to do?
Well, I was just 19, so I was still
Okay.
in school.
Okay.
So I didn't think what I want exactly in the future, but the modeling was like my dream always.
Really?
So
Since
yeah.
how young? Like, did you?
Probably since when I was 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
you were like,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
do
do
this.
that.
And
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that too. I was always like, I don't know. I wanted to do like singing, acting, whatever, but I just wanted to do. I mean, I couldn't sing or act or dance. I just wanted to be in the show business. So I totally feel that. I didn't know how I was gonna do it either.
and what age did you feel like you want to do the modeling, exactly the modeling?
Ugh, I don't even know. Like maybe when I was like 14 and I was watching like Victoria's Secret fashion show and I was like, yeah, I want to be an angel, baby. I can do that. I was like, I got this. I literally think I went to get a digital camera and like was like, Mom, take these. I'm gonna submit. Like I was like, let's look it up, Googling how do you do it and from there. But honestly, the dream died. And I just was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. And then once I got old, like once I was 19, same. So I feel like I kind of started, but that's amazing though. I'm like wondering then, how did that kind of go after you got signed? Like what did it look like? How was the process? Like were you working right away? Did you feel like it took some time?
Yeah, definitely it took some time because I didn't have any book. You really need to have the portfolio. So for me it took, let's say 2 years to really have something in the book. So yeah, it took long time, and also I didn't want to pay for the pictures. So that's why it took long. I think if I would pay for the pictures, the process would be more faster.
Interesting.
But also I didn't really know that how things work, so I got friends who are models too after that, and they told me how things work. That you really have to have strong books so the clients are interested. And I only have like that time like maybe few pictures.
Okay.
So
And so how did you go about kind of navigating getting a book without doing like paid tests? Were you traveling? Were you just like letting the work come in, or how was that?
no, actually, I contacted some photographers like in my country and then in Thailand when I was there. So
Okay.
that way I got the
You're a hustler. You don't wait. You're like, I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
opportunity. I like that. Do
Yeah, yeah.
do you feel like that attitude has helped you in modeling in terms of like, have you always kind of been a go-getter, like messaging, taking things
yeah,
into
I'm
your
not
own hands?
shy to do that, and actually, I'm so thankful for the photographers who help actually build my book and understand my situation that I want to build my career, but they want to also build a career. So, yeah, I have still some photographers that still are like happy for me and like happy to see the whole process how it went.
I love that. I love that. That's so, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's cool that you were so willing to take it into your own hands, like, right away. Like,
Yeah.
did you feel like you had that guidance from your agencies when you first started? Like, or did you feel like it was kind of something that you were like, if I wanted to go the rate I want to go, we need to go faster?
No, because sometimes I have feeling that yeah, they really want your best, but nobody push you faster than me. So I have to take everything in my hands. Yeah.
And how'd you go about learning all this? Like,
I don't think it's about learning. It's like when you want to do something and you want to build it, you put effort on that. Right?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, but I feel like it is rare. I feel like I think for me, like, I put the effort, but I had no idea what I was doing when I first started. Like, that I think I put so much into my mother agency. Like, their advice was so helpful to me. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, they were teaching me about makeup. Like, they were teaching me about diet. Like, I feel like I was kind of lucky in that sense to have a mother agent who was like really explaining things like, this is commercial work, this is editorial work, this is, you know, market you can go to the way you are now, this is a market like you may need to go, and like you may need to be like fitting certain measurements. So I felt like that was something that I had, but I feel like it took me like honestly probably like 4 years to really start being like, okay, this is the way I want to direct my career. Like I almost let my agency sort of direct it for me a little bit, if that makes sense. And so I feel like it's cool that you just sort of like jumped right in and were like,
yeah, I mean, I was listening to other models. They have experience. And I know usually all the models, we are in the same situation. So they want to help you also build. Like we help each other, right? Always we help each other. We want the best for each other.
Absolutely. So you almost took it from the models. Like,
yeah, 100% from the models. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, okay. I love it. And what were some of the things that you would like looking back now, what were some of the most important advice that you received from models? I'm guessing you're saying models, but like it could be agents as well. Like what were some of the things that you feel like really like helped you get to where you wanted to go?
There was so many, so there's nothing I can like say which one was like the number one. But I was always listening. Always listening, and then I can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like listen around you, listen to what's working for other people as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. And so did you ever have a mother agency, or was this first agency your mother agency?
They wasn't my mother agency, but after that I tried few times, but for me it didn't work out.
Okay.
And why it didn't work out is like I didn't get really work. So I feel like it just make me a bit slow. And I really want to be busy with this career.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, okay, how did that go? Like, how did that process go of like kind of deciding, all right, I want to go out on my own. I don't want to be represented. Like, what did that look like? in terms
So in the beginning, when I didn't have, so people was talking about, basically I was freelancer. I would say I was freelancer, and that was like, from my experience, like other models was like, that's a kind of bad thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like you should have the mother agency to like push you or send you with a contract to the other countries. And I was like, damn, that kind of went to my head. I was like, I need to have, I want to try with mother agency then.
Yeah.
And I tried a few times. And now I think since the market and modeling in the business and everything changed, it's actually okay to be freelance. And it just worked for me. So I'm not saying it's work for somebody else. Like you see, I'm like more ready to push myself. Maybe some other model is more busy and she don't have time to like push herself, so she needs help.
Yeah. I think it's like really interesting to hear both sides of it, because I think, yeah, like, or even just to like hear that you were experiencing judgment of like not having a mother agency and feeling like that was the right way, and then feeling like, you know, also like you were getting the results you wanted by kind of doing the things that you were doing already. And I feel like that's something I've experienced as well, is like, I don't know, I'm sure you have people ask like, how should I get into modeling? And it's like, there is no right or wrong answer. There is
Exactly.
no perfect path. There is
Yeah.
like, what works for you can totally not work for someone else. What works for me
Yeah.
could be like completely like, yeah. But I think, I don't know, I feel like it also really depends on the market that you're working in as well, of like, if you need that. One thing that I appreciate is like the buffer sometimes that the mother agent creates between you and the bigger agencies, of like, maybe if you're not good at advocating for yourself, like sometimes it's nice to kind of have a mother agent to
Yeah.
do it. But I'm curious, what do you feel like, how do you feel like it's strengthened you as like not only a person, a businesswoman, a model, to like be having those conversations yourself? Like, is it intense for you? Do you feel like you find you have like more like insight or control over what's going on in your career? Like, you know everything, like, you know what I
You
mean?
mean like between like me and the agency example?
Yeah, like not having that buffer, right? So like the mother agency might be like between you and that big agency to be like, okay, we're gonna sign this girl here. We're gonna, you know, they're placing you, but it's like you're placing yourself, right?
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
reaching out. And so I guess, do you feel like that? Do you like that? Do you feel like it gives you a certain level of control?
Yeah, so I know more my schedule. So there's not like possibility for a broken phone. This is a broken phone. So I get directly my schedule and all the information without there's somebody in the middle. Sometimes it's okay to have somebody in the middle. It's okay, but sometimes also it's okay get directly.
And you prefer it, like, would you prefer it that way than having something in the middle?
Yes, I prefer like this way.
Yeah, got you. Damn, that's
And I know some models who they have mother agency, they still have to do directly. So what is the role of the mother agency? Then it's like they're just silent there.
absolutely.
So what is the difference?
Yeah. What would you say to someone who is like, maybe like what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about kind of like maybe going without a mother agent? Like, I think there's a lot of people who are happy with their mother agents,
Yeah.
but I've also met a lot of girls who are not. And so I'm curious, like, what advice would you give to somebody who's about to go on their, like, go and try to be placed in other markets themselves, or just someone who doesn't have an agency at all? Like, what do you think are the big things of like when you're going to go meet with agencies that you want to like know before that you'd want to do?
I mean, how I could say. Definitely, I would say that you have to have strong mind if you want to do as a freelancer or you want to be your own mother agency. You have to have like strong mind and like to go and do it.
And what does strong like mind mean to you, or how would you define that?
Strong mind. Strong mind mean that you don't get pissed too easily. You're patient. You have to be patient because never know when the agency are like replies you really late or everything have to happen super fast and you are under the pressure with the timing and everything.
So like, yeah, this level of composure and like professionalism. Yeah.
And you're on your own. There's nobody else like kind of side and supporting you and helping you. Okay, let's check the tickets. You have to do it by yourself. So you can see if that fit for you or no.
It's so funny you bring up like the composure aspect of it because I think that's one reason I love working with my mother agencies. Like I feel like I am very emotional. And yeah, like I'm a very emotional, I'm like kind of like, especially when I was younger, very reactive person. And so I feel like my mother agent is always like a rational buffer of like, okay, like let's bring it down a few notches, you know, let's chill before we make a decision. So I think that's really important to bring up of like being patient, like not getting discouraged when things take a long time, like because it can take a long time, like hearing a lot of no's, being resilient, things like that I think are super important.
Yeah, and I feel like when I'm listening like at the models who are my friend or not my friend, there's like 50-50. There's really good experiences and then there's also bad. So like never know when you match with your mother agency.
Absolutely. And I think like we were saying, like there is no right or wrong way to do
Exactly,
it. So it's like, yeah. And I think a lot of girls too are capable of managing their own career. And it, like you said, it does give you a lot of control.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know. And I'm not even sure, like I think just be interesting to kind of just discuss the structure because I don't think most people realize that like mother agencies, like usually like if people don't know what a mother agent is, it's like, okay, you go to a mother agent, they're going to be placing you in bigger markets. They take 10% of whatever you make in whatever market you're in. So they kind of are like the founder like of you. And so if you're going to be going to these other markets and doing these, you know, great jobs and you have a mother agency that is amazing, then it feels right. It
and
feels
understand what you're doing, like what you're feeling about it and everything.
Absolutely. Then you're like, okay, cool. Like I have no problem giving this 10% to someone who's really helping me, who helped me get placed there. But I guess if it's not going well and you feel like you're doing a lot of these things by yourself, then yeah, it's frustrating. And so you're like, okay, you know, do I want to give this 10% to, you know, someone who may not be working that hard for me? Or I've heard stories of girls, like personally, my experience with my mother agent has been wonderful, like I said, but I think I've heard stories of girls who are submitting themselves, who are doing everything themselves.
Yeah.
And like have got themselves signed in bigger markets and like, you know, they don't even barely talk to their mother agent or different things like that. And so I think it's good to know that there's like the option to, you know, be able to do things a different way if it doesn't work out, or like you're not trapped, you're not locked in, you're not, you know, those kind of things. But yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you sharing all of that. And so you studied marketing. Yeah. Do you feel like marketing has like helped you in terms of modeling?
So I studied marketing and leading. And
what's leading?
Leading. I don't know in the correct way to say in English, but like how to lead. And
like leadership.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. I love
it. Definitely it opened my mind about everything and it gave me more like strength to
in what ways?
Do by myself.
In what ways do you think it like?
Kind of be realistic of how it's okay to push yourself. You know, because when you're like doing like leading, it's like you do by yourself. It's not like you are under somebody, right?
Yeah, like I feel like it's a lot more responsibility, like over your career and over. Have you been that way like all your life? Do you feel like you kind of like having like to be a leader, but also like having control over that, or do you feel like that was something you learned and
If
developed?
things are not going good way or positive way, yeah, then I start to do that.
You're like, yeah, I love it. Like you're like, once you feel that, like you just feel like you know what you want for yourself, and like you're
Oh, yeah.
determined to get it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so you're not gonna wait around for it. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, got you. Aw. And how is marketing in terms like of what you study, like building a brand? Has that helped you in terms like, do you think about things like that when you're looking at your career, when you're, you know, posting content for Instagram, when you're taking, like, I feel like you seem like someone who kind of has all their I's like dotted, T's crossed, like, I don't know, like, you know what you're looking for, you know what you want. So is that something that you study? Like, do you put a lot of effort into like kind of like building this brand?
I mean, I've been a pretty bad with the Instagram, to be honest. I've been really bad
Yeah.
with that, but it definitely opened my eyes that I should focus more on what I post, and that's why I started to post more about my work. Because the main thing in my like social media is about my work, so the clients can see what I'm doing, and that helped me to work by myself too.
Yeah.
This way.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just feel like I feel like Instagram, I'm just like thinking about Instagram and just this whole idea because it's like, I don't know, it just feels, how do you feel about it? It's like, I feel like it's such a double-edged sword of like, it does feel necessary.
It's kind of like a portfolio for us, or like a book for us, actually. Because I know the clients go check. I know the makeup artist before the job, they go check, okay, how she look with the straight hair, how she look with the curly hair.
And I've
So
come
it's
to
kind
set
of-
with my pictures, like Instagram, like pictures of my family, like printed out, or like, you know, something that I didn't think even anybody was looking at. And I'm like, oh, that's like, this is real. So it is
Yeah.
like this extension of your portfolio. But I also feel like, yeah, do you ever feel like this, like a pressure to post or like
I
this?
didn't really feel pressure when I was working with myself, but when I was, example, with the under the mother agency, yeah, a lot of pressure. And I feel like I didn't want to put like basically bullshit there. Like I didn't want to make myself feel uncomfortable what I post. Yeah,
What was their expectation in terms of social media?
that I should be
Perform.
super active, which is like normal. It's okay. This is how marketing work, but like sometimes I'm not that busy that I cannot post about my work or yeah, the work I have done.
Yeah.
So it depends of that too. If I get a lot of materials, then of course I post them more often.
Yeah.
So keep me busy.
Keep me booked. No, I feel like that's so real too, and like trying to, I don't know, like I don't know if you've had this experience before, but I've almost felt like there's times where I'm like trying to make it look as if I'm busy and I'm not. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so you're trying to fill in this content, but it's like also you're not busy or you're like not doing something, or maybe you're not even like, you're not like, I feel like there's been times in my career because it can be like this where it's like I don't feel great about myself, or I don't feel great because I'm not booking work, but yet I'm
Then
trying
you take
to
time.
portray.
You
Yeah.
take your time.
Yeah, but
It's your social media.
Exactly. And I think learning that was like so helpful because I did used to feel a lot of pressure of like, you know, there can't be gaps and you got to keep it consistent and this and this and that. But I've also felt like coming away from it has led me to keep posting things that I actually want to be on there.
Yeah.
And like you said, that doesn't feel forced or fake or I don't know. But
Yeah, I
okay.
want to feel comfortable
Yeah.
what I put there
And real, like authentic.
and real. Yeah.
I feel, yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm just like, it's just like life's too short. And I think, you know, I've spoken to a lot of other models about this, but it's like, I think when you become a model, they want you to be a blank slate almost and kind of be able to fit any brand or any
Yeah.
thing, but it's like you're not gonna fit any brand. Like it's just not gonna happen that way. Like, and so it's like, how can I just be me and still be able to like book the jobs
Yeah.
that are meant for me and with my authentic energy. It's like, you know, it's like, can we dye your hair purple and like cut it all off? And I'm like, no, like how about you just find somebody who wants to do that instead of like, you know, me feeling like yes, like they're saying yes to something that I don't really want to do, you
Yeah.
know, and that there's nothing wrong with that. I felt like I had to say yes to everything and do everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they usually teach you. Like you have to say yes for everything, which is like professional to do it, but it's not also really realistic. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, so true. And it's hard to say no, I think, and the younger you are, like, and the newer you are to the industry, the harder it is. And so
Yeah, it is.
it's frustrating. It's like, I don't know. I never would want to stop anybody from their dream if they're ready to go at 15 or 16 or 17. But I also think that I do appreciate starting later in life. And,
Me too.
yeah.
Like the reality is like this is hard. This is hard, like career. So if I would start when I was like 15, 16, it's like I would feel like I would be too young to step. This is like kind of really adult life.
Yeah.
There's a good and bad side, and I don't think that age you should see that.
Do you think you were ready at 15? Like, we would have been ready? Like, if there was
No
someone
way.
was like, I want to sign you?
No way. I think I would not be like confident enough to say yes and no.
Yeah, same. I think about it and I was like, if I was so, like, felt like I struggled so much starting at 20. So I can't even imagine what it'd be like 15
Yeah.
or 14. Like, so many women start that age. I'm like, y'all are brave. Like,
Yeah, I know.
that is amazing. Like, it is honestly amazing. Like, it's something that I don't understand because it's not my experience, but looking on the outside, I'm like, it's amazing. But also, yeah, it's like it's such a ripe young mind. And it's like, I just hope people are careful with
Yeah.
people who are minors in the industry. And I think some of these changes like that they're doing to, you know, for example, like you can't work in Paris unless you're over the age of 18 or doing runway and certain things like that.
And also when you're 15, 16, you should not worry about your weight or anything like that. And this is how it is when you're this career. Sometimes you have to, not always, but sometimes you have to talk about the measurement stuff. And when you're that age, I think you should just enjoy everything. No, don't need to worry about these kind of things.
It's just, yeah, I think it's really wild to go from like never thinking about your weight. Or I lived with a lot of like 15-year-old girls when I was in the model apartment, and like I also lived with their mothers when I first started, and it was just like, you know, a lot of them were asking me like, should my daughter lose weight? Like, she's a volleyball player, they want her to lose muscle, or like she's a runner, like she's her build is too athletic. And I'm like, no, she's 15, like she should continue, you know? And unfortunately it's sad because I think all those people did stop playing those sports, and I think they did, you know, slim down. And I think that's the one thing about this industry, is like they're able to exploit dreams in a way. Like people like in a way can exploit your dream, and it's like you want it, this promise is so big and it's so exciting and it's so new that you just want to do everything possible because you just want it so bad. But I think you don't realize the cost sometimes of like what that's like. And
Because they get same treatment anyway, those who are under 18, when you're going with a contract somewhere.
What do you mean?
Like, they get same treatment as we got, you know, when you're 19 or 20.
Yeah.
So it's quite rough.
Yeah, they're
It's quite
expected
rough, yeah.
to do the job of a grown woman, and they're not yet, or a grown man, like a grown adult, and they're not an adult person yet. I mean, like, I was living with girls who couldn't rent city bikes because they're not 18. You can't get a hotel room by yourself, like, without an adult. And it's like, some of these things you start thinking about, it's like, wow, like, they're out here fully working, like, full-on career, like, age 15, 16, 17, so... And I mean, as we're touching on the model apartment a little bit, I wanted to kind of ask you, because I know that you were saying that you've had a lot of really good experiences in the model apartments. And I just wanted to, ask you, like, what are some of those experiences, or why were they good for you? Like, what were some of the positive aspects?
When I've been listening other girls, maybe I'm lucky, okay? I got my usually own studio, or yeah, the apartment is nice, it's quite new, but what I want to say, what I want to say, but yeah, it also depends how you get along with the other models in the apartment. If you need to share,
Yeah.
it really affects is the apartment nice or not, and also the how much is the apartment, like how much expenses you will get from that.
Yeah.
It does affect if you would enjoy stay there or no.
So true. So true. Yeah, I think a lot of it's like, it can be so helpful and it can be so mentally draining because
Yeah.
it's like you could be living in an apartment, like paying this each month and your balance is going to your agency and you're, basically that's going on credit and that's going to come out of your jobs. And so it's like each month that goes on that you may like be not booking work. It's like,
Yeah.
Anxiety. And I feel like that affects you at castings, like that affects you at shoots. Like it just affects your whole being. Like I've seen women come in and just be so stressed out from the way like that their balance is incurring. But I also, like you said, of like depending on the people living in the house, have met some of my best friends. I met you, I met everyone, like just like living, working in all these different places and traveling, and I don't know, just having kind of built-in friends and sisters, and basically in a way.
And then you share your experiences in the house. It's nice. It's nice.
Did you grow up with sisters?
No, I don't have siblings.
You don't have any siblings?
No siblings.
Okay, I had one sister. I have one sister, she's younger. And so we were only in the house together for like 8 years. So I feel like this experience has been like, of living with all these different women. I'm like, this must be like, I feel like I have her with me. I feel like I've always like, I love this community of women, of just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't feel homesick that much when I have other models in the same apartment.
Yeah, right? It's like,
You have like the the support.
like, yeah, exactly. Is it what you thought it would be? Like, were you nervous to come live in a house with like a bunch of girls? Did you feel like?
No, because you know that you will get the support. They will tell you how this city work or how it works with some agency, so you are like prepared, more prepared.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I felt, yeah, honestly, I was like, I didn't know. I had no idea. I was kind of scared at first. Like,
Yeah?
my first one with like many girls, I was scared. Yeah, I was like, no, I don't know why. I honestly wasn't scared of anybody or thought anybody would be mean. I just thought it was so much energy. It's so unpredictable sometimes. And like, you never know. And I think depending on who lives in the house, like the vibe can change in 3 days, can change in a week. Like, it can be totally one way, and then people move out, they move in, and it's like it can change. It can be full, it can be empty, and so I think that unpredictability sometimes is like. But I also think it's worth the love and the goofy times, and like just having people to talk to that get what you're going through, because like most people in our lives don't understand what we're going through.
And we might have sometimes like a more free time. So if you would be alone, it can be a bit boring.
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah.
But then if you have like many girls there around you, it's like, okay, you really enjoy the free time too, so you don't need to worry
So true.
about if you're not that busy or.
How do you fill your free time? Like, how have you learned to deal with the free time that we get as models?
Like what I do usually the free time. Well, usually my free time, I do everything what I want to do.
Yeah. You're like, I do what I want.
Like focus myself, going gym, going park, and call more back home and catch up. Yeah.
Just chilling, vibing, enjoying life.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you to get used to that? Like free time as a model?
Sometimes I have too much free time and it's stressful. You don't want to be too chill all the time.
Yeah.
Because everywhere you go with the contract, you want to work. You want to work. So.
That's the one thing I feel like people don't talk about is like the free time associated with this career.
Some limit with the free time. Some limit.
Yeah, I remember like I called my agent after I got signed for the first time in New York, and I was there, and I was like, I was booking things like, but I was like maybe once a week, and I was like, so what can I do? What do I need to do? And she's like, you're doing it, and I was like, but
Yeah.
no, like what can I do? Like how can I? And she was like, you're doing it. This is it. You're here.
Yeah.
You made it. That's it. This is what it is. And I was like, this can't be what it is. Like, I had never had that much free time in my life. And I think it's like one thing I actually hated it. I hated it
Yeah.
about the industry.
Especially if you know how to be busy and how it makes you feel. Obviously, you get good incomes when you're more busy.
Yeah.
And then you start to be panic
Yeah.
when you have that too much free time.
I did.
So balance with that is like,
And it's kind of interesting because I feel like we're opposite in the sense like you don't like you like control, and I feel like I actually liked less control. Like I kind of wanted
Yeah.
someone to like kind of control it for me. And I think that it's one thing about having the free time that I was like, at first I hated it, and then I was like, I love this. It's the one thing about our job that like I would never want to change, and I think it's allowed me to like pursue creative projects and find who I really am and like travel and do these things. But I think it's like startling at first when, especially when you're not busy, and how to like mentally bounce back from those things.
yeah, you have to find your routine. And everywhere you go, every different country, you automatically have like a different kind of routine. So you have to find that by yourself
So
to make yourself also like not worry too much in those free times.
yeah, absolutely. So real. So real. I feel like, yeah, I was gonna ask you, but I feel like we're gonna go to the last question because I'm sure we're like hitting the time limit.
Yeah?
But yeah, so I wanted to ask, I've been asking everybody, what do you hope for the next generation of models or for the modeling industry in general?
To be more understandable, for models and like kind of make sure that we actually earn and got treated well. Because anyway, usually we are in the new country and yeah, we wanna.
little critters. But
But yeah, and not too much. Don't put too much pressure for like models who are like first time in a town, and try to make them feel like home and comfortable.
yeah, just a little bit more humanness.
And also not too confused about when modeling industry is like changing, like the look what they're looking for this year, or you know what I mean.
Like in terms of like when being like so that they're clear about like what they're doing in terms of your
Yeah, because
career
I
and like
can
directing
see
it.
that usually models are worried about like, so what is the market now? Is the season now or no? Because it's changing. These days it's changing. Before you know when was the season in some country, but now it's like you never know when is the season, and it's like on the model to worry and hope so that's the season when I go. Before it was like that's the season.
I love that. Thank you for that. That was great. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yay, love you. Yay, good job. We killed it.